There are no two ways. Send her to me.
You're mad.
I am mad.
Monstrously ugly. Monstrous ugliness breeds monstrous hate. I will not be tortured. I tear torture out of myself by torturing you.
You will live in this place forever and ever. It will be the perfect marriage. The perfect love.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Wednesday night Scream Stream Mini-sodes. I am your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink. And as you can see, we are once again joined by our chat regular, Mr. Fresh Rogan. How are we doing tonight, boys?
Hello, it is me, Bela Lugosi.
Oh, whoa, wait, what? Is Bela Lugosi's joining us? Hold on, I didn't even know. I wasn't prepped for this. I don't have any questions. I'm not prepared.
I'm back to watch The Phantom Creeps.
Well, I hope that you're not super disappointed, Mr. Lugosi. We kind of started it a couple weeks ago, so you might be behind, and that's okay if you are, because this is a film serial. We'll get a recap at the beginning of the episode of the last chapter. So even if you don't remember what you acted in 80 years ago, there's a recap for you, Mr. Lugosi. So what's it been like? What's it like being back after all these years?
Isn't my... Get out of here! Get out of here! Hey, get out!
What, Evan? What are you doing? What, Evan? You can't kick Bela Lugosi out like that.
Hey, sorry guys. I went to the bathroom for a sec, and I get back, and there's this weird guy in my chair. I don't know what he's doing. He just flew out the window.
Are you? So that was definitely Bela Lugosi then, for sure. He flew out your window then, for sure, right?
He's the only man that I know that can fly out a window.
That has those capabilities, surely. And again, these Wednesday nights, if you're new to the show, it's all about celebrating Lugosi. We do have one Lugosi movie on the stream, the regular stream on Friday nights this season, but we get to spend every Wednesday evening with Lugosi enjoying this horror, sci-fi, mystery, espionage thriller, which was... The last episode was kind of like filler, it seemed like. I don't know. Fresh, you joined us via chat last time, I believe. I don't know about you, but all I can really remember is that there were a lot of fedoras. A lot of fedoras
It
crossing the
looks like
screen.
look like a lot of guys about to go see the Joker.
Right, exactly. Very, very excited, very pumped. A bunch of, you know,
Neckbeard fedora guys. Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say we could start putting the monikers on them, but you know, don't want to label anybody. We're not about that here on this stream. But
How much shade are we allowed to throw on this?
well, hey, I mean, part of the fun here is making jokes about how, especially in this serial, how ridiculous some of the props are, how terrible some of the acting is, the timing, the cutting, plenty of stuff to make fun of. And that's part of the joy of a show like this, is laughing and making fun. But as far as throwing shade goes, I'm not much of a I don't like to throw shade. I'm not really a shade thrower. I don't know if you know, I try not to throw shade if I can.
Yeah, join us next week for the Shade Thrower. That's a fun
the shade
public
throwing
domain classic.
Yeah, I just love that lost it sounds like a drama. That sounds really
the shade thrower.
Yeah, it kind of sounds boring, honestly. I don't think I'd watch it. Doesn't sound like something I'd watch.
What happened to not throwing shade?
Well, there's a difference between throwing shade and being honest about my subjective choices. And it does not sound like a movie I would watch.
Wow. No taste.
Well, yeah, that's right. I have no taste. Yes, Fresh Rogan is in your seat.
God, do you have COVID again?
I don't see your name on it, Sylarn.
Right. Yeah, this is not a permanent Sylarn seat, okay? This is like musical chairs, and if you didn't sit down, then yeah, you missed out, buddy. That's what you
could
get.
Be worse, Sylarn. Bela Lugosi could be in your seat.
Yeah, Sylarn.
I'm gonna be looking over my shoulder for the guy now. He's
Get
just
on
around.
COD, bro.
He's on the rafters.
Well, I'm very excited. I hope if you see him, please welcome him in. Bring him back. Tell him he's welcome anytime. I will have tons of questions prepared next time I know Lugosi's gonna pop in, do a little pop in. But especially at the beginning of an episode like that, I was not a little pop in.
Maybe do some counting. He sounded like he wanted to count something.
He did. He sounded like he's been watching a lot of Sesame Street lately, possibly.
As we all have been.
Well, you know, I mean, it's a good show. It's quality educational programming. Can't beat it. Public television.
Sometimes I need a little refresher.
And I don't know what it's going to take for us to get on public television, but one of these days we'll crack the code, because there's some educational value to this show. I do believe
we just need some puppets.
We do. If we had some puppets, we'd be on PBS in a heartbeat, in a second.
I have a puppet. You just can't see it because I don't have a camera. But I have one, so I hope that counts for something.
We're gonna have to get that. But
yeah,
I also have a puppet, but his eyes have fallen off, and his
it's a horror puppet.
now.
It would be. Well, he's just a bunch of fabric, really. That's all it is. Just a bunch of fabric that, you know.
Aren't we all just a bunch of fabric?
Aren't we all really just walking around? That's how I feel, certainly, some days. I'm sure we all do. But that's beside the point. We are here to watch the public domain serial, The Phantom Creeps. We are on Chapter 5, Thundering Rails. So, that sounds like a lot of fun. Again, this is 1940, I believe, and Lugosi went through different periods of working at Universal, not working at Universal.
Sesame Street.
So he worked on Sesame Street for a little bit, and you know, the Count took his job. You know, they said, you know, this is a puppet show. Why do we have these, you know, this barely alive guy here doing it anyway? Let's just get
this guy, we don't even have to pay him. We just he just counts.
Boom, puppet.
Numbers.
Right. And so, but most of the time, it was either between Poverty Row or Universal. Sesame Street every once in a while, but usually Poverty Row. And then if the mood struck them to hire Lugosi and usually give him a thankless role, they would. Again, this is the year this came out was kind of, he was doing good at Universal. He had just done Son of Frankenstein. He did this. He did another movie called Black Friday, which it's all right, but he should have had a bigger role. But you got to think, this is the man who played Dracula. I mean, Evan just saw the bat fly in and out of his window. That's Bela Lugosi. He is Dracula.
I didn't even ask. I thought you were supposed to ask.
No. I mean, that's the kind of the interesting thing about the movie. Honestly, the Lugosi movie is that one of his first victims when he gets in England. I mean, I don't think he's invited into the house first. I think he flies in as a bat. So I think it's okay to fly in. I don't think you have to ask if you're in bat form.
He found the loophole.
That must be the loophole. I never thought about it till just now. And some people may say continuity error, but I say just a different part of the mythology we haven't thought about in that way before. No. But yeah, I don't think he asked that first time. But I mean, no. So he had like these big roles, Dracula, and he was supposed to play Frankenstein. That didn't pan out. He paired up with Boris Karloff a bunch after this, though, and those movies were really successful. So we saw like a fake trailer last week for one. We saw a fake trailer in the pre-roll for this for another Karloff Lugosi movie. So that's, again, Lugosi his career is very interesting and it's ups and downs. And so I like to be able to give you guys a little context, talk about, because you guys know, like, I know Fresh and Evan know about like Ed Wood era Bela Lugosi, like,
well, don't we?
Drug addict, kind of some people would say he was being used by Ed Wood for his name to be in really what some people would call shitty movies. I really enjoy Ed Wood's movies.
But if he agreed to do it, he's not being used.
Right, exactly. He's being paid money. He wants to do it. He always seemed very enthusiastic about the work whenever he would bring it up in interviews and stuff. And so,
I mean, the man loved to act.
He just loved to act. He was apparently he died with a script in his hand, but that's, that might be a romanticized
script, you mean prescription.
Yes, it was a prescription for more morphine. No, he had tried to kick the habit at this point.
He got one last hit, he would have been with us still.
I'm pretty sure he was clean. I'd like to say he was clean at the end of his life. I know he had done rehab just a little bit, I don't know if it was under a year or a couple years before he died that he had been in rehab, but then I think, but that's what all actors, that's the romanticized version, is that they died with a script in their hands, right? That's what they said about Lugosi. Who knows if that was true? He did get dirty in World War I. The man saw a lot of shit. He lived a very storied life. And, again, ups and downs. So that's the beauty of getting to watch this stuff here, is we also get to talk about it. So, Thundering Rails, Chapter 5, Phantom Creeps, super excited. Lugosi's a mad doctor who's trying to take over the world. There's like a meteor rock that gives him a lot of power that is... Do we have a line on where the meteor rock is right now? I don't remember.
Was it in the plane?
There was
another plane in the mix now?
Maybe there's another plane. Are we about to get on a train? I don't even... Well, we'll figure out where we left off, but...
Another plane, train, and then an automobile.
That's going to Well, like, last episode was a whole bunch of automobile. We saw an automobile go over a cliff. We saw an automobile get hit by telephone, transformer lines. It was pretty nuts. It's always a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
There's always
I liked it when Bumblebee showed up in the last episode.
Right. He transformed real fast, and then, Optimus Prime was flying overhead, and he didn't land because Bumblebee had it under control, but,
Yeah. And then Jared Leto showed up and said it's Morbin time.
No Morbin time.
That's how I remember it.
I feel like that's what he should just do for the rest of his life from now on, is show up in things. It's Morbin time. I think people would pay to see that, right? People would pay to watch.
I would. Right, yeah. I absolutely.
I know
would.
You would. Like I know you would.
Birthday party.
Right? Yes. Easily children. I mean, it's gonna
show up for 5 seconds and say it's Morbin time and then leave.
Right. People, because it was say, who was that?
That's Academy Award winning actor Jared. Okay. Is it Leto or Leto or what? How do you say? I don't know how you say it.
All I know is he has 30 seconds and he has to get to Mars.
There you 29, 28. No, I'm not going to go down the whole thing. But could you imagine?
Let's do it. Let's count it down.
No, this is not the countdown. No, normalization. He's not normal. He's not a normal. He seems like the least normal person to me. Sylarn.
Not like Gary Busey is the least normal person.
Gary. No, yeah, I mean, you're probably right about that, Fresh. That's a good point.
Jared Quaso. It's so stupid.
No.
Thank you.
Who's gonna count down Fresh? Who's gonna get there? 9. You can't start going back up. Oh my God, get out of here. All right. So I think if Fresh, you've got it queued up, and Evan, if you've got it queued up.
Ready.
I have my video QAnon up.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh no conspiracy. No conspiracy.
This goes
stream.
deeper than you think.
No,
this goes deeper than both
happening.
of you think.
No.
Let me play you guys a video, okay?
Let me show you guys. Let me just. I'm just gonna. Let me divert the stream here for a second. I just want
you guys ever heard of Zeitgeist?
Oh my God! Stop. No. All right. I'm shutting it down right now. If you guys are ready, you guys ready?
We'll save all the state secrets for tomorrow.
Yes, for Friday. If you want to know the real state secrets, you got to join us on Friday on the main Scream stream, and that's where
screamshow.onion will be there giving you guys.
We'll be giving you guys all the true facts, the real true facts that you need to know. You can catch it here on the stream. So, without further ado, if you boys have it queued up,
I'm ready.
All right. Well, then here we go.
Foreign spy ring.
The foreign spy ring.
Gene,
Drew, and Dr. Mallory, who are taking Zorka's meteorite to Mallory's laboratory. Gene, by a clever ruse, prevents the spies from getting possession of the meteorite. But she and her companions are taken prisoners to the spy's private airfield. Dr. Zorka, meanwhile, infuriated ever the law.
Go to the back road and make a thorough search of their car. Take Mallory with you. You open the doors.
Yeah, our 13th president, right? Or 14th president?
In that place, keep quiet.
Better go, son. Is this where it ended off last time? I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really landed that punch pretty solidly, I would say.
Just popping up randomly and shooting.
That should really be in more scenes. Just a guy walks into the background, bang.
What?
I don't understand.
How did he shoot him?
In the plane.
In the plane that was taking off.
Man has.
And
He's
then
got wall hacks on.
nobody's
Got the dead
flying this
eye.
fucking plane right now. No, it's on autopilot.
I love that they're just using the exact same shot of the plane in the sky every time they show.
I mean, I need an autopilot like an airplane or something. This is... Ah! Oh my god.
They have cruise control on, Garrett.
Okay, how is that plane still flying?
It's just, the landing gear doesn't. You're good. It's the landing
Don't
gear.
need that.
I mean,
They
you
just
think it
can't
would
land now.
trip them up pretty hard at least.
All right. Let's see if the boys with Mallory have found that mysterious box of absorbers.
Who? Oh, okay.
Real talk though, what do you think would win in a fight? Landing gear on a plane or a telephone pole?
Oh,
The telephone pole,
I
definitely.
think the telephone pole would, yeah. Because of the way that it's like stuck in the ground, right?
I don't know. I mean, it's wood. You'd think it might just snap.
This is true.
I don't. Yeah, it's.
That's a good question.
Is it the force of the pole in the ground, or is it the velocity of like the plane that determines what breaks? Is that? Am I doing? Does that even make any sense?
Man, it's a shame we don't know any aerospace engineers.
Oh yeah.
true.
Isn't it a shame that we don't? Oh, how sad.
I want you to extract some of the power we believe to be in that box. It's highly dangerous, I can't promise. But you can try, and will. All right, I can take charge.
Actually, we need to legit ask him that question. We need to. I want to.
I think it's such a vague question. I feel like you can't answer it because you're just like landing gear on any plane versus any telephone pole. Go.
Give me an. I want answers.
I want the run the numbers.
I want the
Run
truth.
simulation.
You can't handle the truth. Who are these fucking guys?
We got more characters? Oh my god.
And then it's like a 6-year-old's telling the story.
And
then
then-
these guys drove up in her car, and then the plane hit a telephone
And then he
pole,
threw
but it was
bombs
okay.
out of the plane at the car, and then the bombs exploded. What the fuck?
That's so funny to me. They're dropping bombs out of a plane at night, and it's hitting a
Oh
car
my
during the day on the
God.
ground.
I mean, I guess they were grenades. That's pretty good.
Nice
so
aim
s-
there.
How are that? What?
What? He's good, dude. He's
I'm
good.
limping, but I'm not like charred or like looking like a Looney Tunes character with like covered in, smoke.
He's good. He can walk it off.
It-
This is
it's
the
really
old days
just-
where people just walked it off.
It's like a bunch of kids playing make-believe, where like you bang or I threw a grenade at you. Oh, and it just gives up.
I mean, and again, if anything, that's who these serials are for. They are for children who are coming to the theater every day with nothing better to do than to sit there and watch everything that's on the screen.
For children, by children.
Right, exactly.
We'll get my car and come back after it.
That was the motto at the New Universal. That was their moniker at the time. They were the New Universal because they had replaced the dudes that created the studio and the monsters. Replaced them with a fucking bank president because the bank got control of the studio.
The bank got control of my house last year too.
That goddamn bank.
It was kind of the same thing, I'm pretty sure.
We need to go and take the bank away from the bank. See how they like it.
Dude, did you hear about the guy that foreclosed on the bank?
What? No.
Yeah,
shut up.
yes, it's a real thing. He successfully
Really?
foreclosed on the bank. Yes, because they owed him money and they just refused to pay him. They kept ignoring his letters. So he filed a foreclosure on the bank to recoup his the assets from the bank as in property.
Wow.
And the cops escorted him there and helped him kick everyone out of the bank.
This
Yes.
is mine now.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
They
honestly.
they quickly presented a check.
Quickly.
the money
Oh,
they
I'm
owed
sure
him.
they did.
We'll get the car and pick Jim up, and we'll come back here and look the ship over.
Suppose a spot's gonna take it.
They shan't while we got this.
But did they land at the same airport?
I think they did.
Just going around in circles.
And of course, Bella's been hiding there in the plane the whole time.
I think he just walked in.
Now, into that box of Zircon.
No, well, flew in. No,
Right, yeah, he flew in the window.
No,
That's-
Cylon, a grenade doesn't make a fiery explosion, but the car was like smoking and on fire.
well, that's what all cars do. They, you know, if,
Yeah, if you get in a wreck, it just catches fire.
if it runs over a pebble that's just big enough, whole car explodes. That was them 30s cars
Jim, we
back
have
then.
things to do. That's nothing new. Move over.
Move over, yeah.
So who is in possession of the meteorite? Do the
I have no. Is it still
reporter
the
have it now?
either the reporter? Yeah, she must.
Oh, look at that fade out.
I know. What
Lugosi with the fade.
simple effect, but
Lugosi
effect-
catching a fade.
Lugosi faded.
I want a plane like this.
Yeah, you want your own like private.
Funny.
I mean, it's
Private, overly shiny plane, yes.
right. right.
Well, maybe I brushed against them.
No, I noticed them there before we left.
Something screwy around here.
I hoped that whoever had the stock would bring it back here, but they didn't. I guess those foreign agents still have it then. Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra, fucking crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rat.
They don't give anything out to your paper about that element being missing. I don't want it to get out. There's only one chance to find it. They evidently took Mallory with them. I told him once that if he ever got into a jam to try to get us on the short wave. I'll camp on the set from now on.
That's what I do when I tell someone something. I beat them on the chest twice with my hand.
Yeah, you got that? Did you hear me? We're friends. We're good friends. We're friends.
Just knock him out while you tell him something.
You know
Jump the short wave.
Yeah, in the city. I know the building.
Take that.
I'm glad, Sylarn, that you're. This is the kind of evidence-based watching that we need from somebody who knows the, you know, the planes and the different, you know, military and espionage accoutrements of the time period.
I don't understand these labs and these.
I don't either.
movies. It's always like he has this extravagant lab, but he's so poor he has like a small cot by the door.
Never mind that. All we want you to do is
Right,
And that's where he
exactly.
sleeps.
I can
I
afford
spent
all
all
of
my
this.
money on glassware.
Right. I got all these electronic gizmos that whiz and whir, but I didn't spend enough on a bed or a comforter. It's a shitty little blanket and a
I
cot.
think you'll find everything you need here, Mallory. Get busy. Give me my hand, Smith.
The spies have an office in that building, and they call it a language school.
Because that's not what it is. Oh wow.
International School of Languages.
Prepare a code message to our leader, telling him there's been a delay in shipping the object we have acquired, but that it will be done without fail.
J. Edna Hoover. Yeah, I like that.
Or at least suspended animation. Sure. Go ahead. All right. Take this. Slide back the small disc and insert the end of the tube into the opening.
Is this a fucking chemistry set?
Seems like it.
Scholastic Book Fair?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got the bad steam on him.
Dude got.
Haha, you got steamed.
Okay, we are going to go to our break because we're pretty much at it, if not a little bit over it.
What timestamp are you guys at?
There
was a. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm at 1:33:48.
Okay. If there's a guide, I did not get it.
Synchronize our watches.
No guide. I'm just pulling the brake out of my ass right now.
Okay. Sounds pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable. Well, thanks for mentioning it. Very
the brake in your ass.
Yeah, really, really wanted to tell the whole stream about it.
Break a foot off in your ass.
Ooh. What?
Yeah.
Now I'm horrified. Now I'm gonna be too scared. When I have a foot broken up in my ass. I don't even know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Red Foreman.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's all I can think of whenever I hear that statement. Which, if you're a fan of that 70s show, everybody celebrate. Well, I don't know. We'll see how that reboot is. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Could be hit or miss.
Every reboot sucks.
Most of them do. It's really hard.
You guys remember Fuller House? You guys remember Fuller House?
No, I did not watch it.
Yeah.
You guys remember Reboot, the cartoon?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out if that was a joke or not, too.
Just look it up later. Look it up later.
Canadian animated series. Canadian animation is amazing.
Canadian animation, you say?
Why does it look like PS1?
Because it was probably from that time.
Oh my god. I feel like in a past life I remember this. Like, it looks so familiar, but I don't remember watching it.
You're gonna start watching it, and you're gonna start having like these memory flashbacks. All these things you forgot.
I was a CEO of Bank of America. I remember.
I loved going home and watching a Reboot.
Guys, I remember so much. Guys, I know who the Zodiac Killer is.
What? Get this man to the... Wait, where was the Zodiac? Is it San Francisco or San Diego?
Zodiacville.
Zodiacville, yep, that sounds right.
Yep, Zodiacville, Ohio.
You're right, Ohio, of course. How stupid of me. How could I forget about Zodiacville, Ohio? One of my favorite places in Ohio to visit. Wrong. I've never been to Ohio. At least as far as I know.
Ooh.
I have not heard very good things about Ohio. No offense to anybody from Ohio.
More like no-hio.
Wait, guys. Are we throwing shade at Ohio right now?
Oh, we gotta dial it back.
We gotta dial it back. I can't be throwing shade at anybody. I just said I didn't throw shade.
Yeah.
How can I be sitting here throwing shade at Ohio?
We can't afford to alienate any state. We need viewers.
Right, we need everybody we can get. I certainly don't want to alienate the good people of Ohio. I love every, like you said, we love everybody in every state.
Great state.
I love Ohio, no matter how fucking stupid they are.
From Ohio, that's all I know about that state.
Yeah. Yes, you can't. Yes, that's the joke. Sidelarn, you
can't say Ohio without saying Ohio.
Ohio.
That's very I never thought about that.
It's a joke from Documentary Now. It's a Documentary Now episode where these guys are running a political campaign, and that's what this really dorky candidate that's like one of his like supposed to be lame catchphrases is, I'm running for governor of Ohio. And you can't say Ohio without saying oh hi. So dumb.
Is Tommy Wiseau from Ohio?
Yes, Tommy Wiseau is from Ohio.
That's why there was a character in the room named O, so you could just say it to him.
Yeah, that's why every first word out of his mouth is oh hi. He just doesn't finish it. He just does the first part. He leaves the O out. He doesn't. He doesn't want people.
He likes to give a quick shout out to his home state. Ohio.
Right. Ohio. He's afraid to say the O part because then he's afraid people will think that he's from Italy and that he's not from the United States, which he's definitely. He's from the United States.
Ohio's copyrighted. He can't say the whole thing.
Right.
I watched two people from Ohio do the Ohio secret phrase to identify that they were both from Ohio once, and it was really strange. I didn't know it was a thing.
What's
the secret?
All right, I'm going to leak it right now. You ready?
Okay.
So if you ever hear anybody say OH, just say IO, and then you guys will be eternally bonded over the fact that you're both totally from Ohio.
Oh, nice.
Fucking weird.
So that's
like, how can you be so proud to be from such a shithole?
This is the secret, like, eternal knowledge of Ohio that you're dropping on us right now.
Yes, I'm good friends with an Ohio native. I could leak all the secrets right now.
Please do. I mean, we want to know all. Wait, no, we're not. We're backing off of Ohio. Why are we on Ohio? We're not. We're not talking about Ohio anymore. We're not.
Ohio. All right.
That was
Here's what you need to know about Ohio.
No.
Right. It seems to be in the north, but it borders West Virginia. And it is much like West Virginia in that it's up north, but very redneck and backwards. Yeah?
Honestly, it's a very good point, and I'm kind of remembering now that I never thought about that until Fresh kind of made that point many years ago. It's like, oh yeah, West Virginia and Ohio are like right beside each other. It's like, wait.
That's true.
What? I didn't.
Yeah, they are. I actually drove from West Virginia into Ohio once.
Right. I remember when you.
Not that far.
Yeah, I remember you talking about the proximity and just again, like you're saying, most people would think, oh, it's up north. I mean, it technically is, but it's also like that's how close it is. It's
sometimes you forget West Virginia's up north.
Right, that's a good point.
Relevant.
The Mason-Dixon line runs right across the top of it, though. The Mason-Dixon line is it's higher than people think, I think.
Yeah, I've never been clear. Is it even a real thing anymore? Like nowadays, is there a point to it?
Well, there were states that had slavery and states that didn't, so yeah, I mean, there was a line.
Well, yeah, then, but I mean, like now, like people don't use that line for anything, right? I mean,
no, just where you identify like where the rednecks are. You're like, okay, here's the line. Yeah.
So if you don't like rednecks, we love rednecks here on this stream. I mean, we
love everyone on the show.
We love everybody on the show. We're practically rednecks ourselves.
Silarn said he uses it. He said, I use it.
Yeah, that sounds like something Silarn would use. That sounds exact. You would use the Mason-Dixon line, Silarn. Not shocked at all.
When he's giving directions, he's like, "Yeah, you turn left of the Mason-Dixon line."
So if you go, yeah. Yes, yeah. Just, yeah. I'm not even gonna touch on it, Silarn. I know how deep those animosities run.
Yeah, there's only two types of people from New York: Yankees and damn Yankees.
Oh my god! They don't want
these. Too much shade tonight.
I don't want these carpetbaggers coming down here. I mean, no, we are throwing a lot of shade tonight. Let's back off the shade. Let's recalibrate. Let's refocus course to Lugosi. Speaking of, we're gonna go to the break, which is a Lugosi trailer for another Lugosi Karloff film. I think it was the last one in this cycle that Universal kind of had hired Lugosi in before they stopped making horror movies altogether for like 2 or 3 years. And so I think it's either this one or the trailer I showed at the beginning, which was The Raven, or this one, which is The Invisible Ray, which was the last one that Lugosi did for a couple years for Universal. But Invisible Ray is a little more sci-fi. It's cool. I haven't finished it all the way because it's also kind of boring. But hey,
What?
I don't know. You said, "Hey."
Oh,
So I said,
my mic must my like noise cancellation must be. I said sci-fi.
"Oh yes, sci-fi." Yep, that's 100. Yes, it is definitely a little more sci-fi than in most of their pairings. So it's a fun trailer. So again, this is like toward the end of Lugosi's heyday, getting to the middle period. So that's what the trailers we're watching for tonight. And so we're gonna go to this trailer, and when we come back, we're going to get the exciting conclusion of Thundering Rails.
This is the nebula in Andromeda. A ray from this nebula will be caught here and electrically transferred to the projector in my laboratory.
From Andromeda?
750,000 light years distant. I leave my secret with you. It is all there. More power than man has ever possessed. Power to heal, power to destroy.
You're poisoned.
Poisoned? And everyone I touch is poisoned. They die.
If your men fail to capture him at the gate, then at midnight we bolt all doors and darken the entire house. His face and hands will appear like phosphorus.
And if he touches anyone?
They die.
We were muted the whole time and nobody could hear us. Ha 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 ha. So
You passed the test.
Yeah, so I didn't unmute it. Yeah. I mean,
This is
literally.
your lip reading quiz, Cylon.
Yeah, Cylon, figure it out.
The lip reading stream.
You should know us well enough to know exactly what we're saying without having to hear a word. You should just look at my lips moving, and you should be able to know all three angles of the conversation.
Read my lips.
I could tell the Invisible Ray wasn't filmed in Ohio because it didn't look like a shithole.
And it continues shitting on Ohio.
Yeah, fuck Ohio. If you're from Ohio, just leave the stream, please.
Yeah, I would say if you haven't already by now, I'm sure if you if you're from Ohio and you love Ohio, I'm sure we lost you minutes ago.
They don't have internet there. It's fine. They're not watching this.
Right. It's well, hey, Ohio's this is about as educational programming as you get in Ohio. No, I mean, again, I'm not going to shit on Ohio.
You keep almost shitting on things.
I keep almost, and then I'm like, yeah, I should.
Nah, we love everybody.
I love everything. I love everybody.
Spakenstein weighs more than the entire state of Ohio. I would agree with that.
No, Cylon weighs more than the entire United States weighed together. And I know this for a fact because I saw Cylon step on a scale.
Wait. I have a question. How is that possible if he's a part of the United States?
Because he's the fattest part of the United States, and you can measure that. And so,
right, but if you have
it's
like a water
calculus, it's like there's a limit approaches infinity.
Right, exactly.
You can't just say things.
Sure you can. Yeah, you can. In calculus, sure you can. If I learned anything from calculus, it's that you could just
Yeah, it's okay. He doesn't factor into the weight of everyone in the United States because it just approaches infinity.
It's just
like infinity plus one. It's like it might as well just be the same number.
That's just what I did in calculus because I don't understand math so good. So I just said
kind of like people from Ohio.
Right. Yes, that's one thing that I have in common with the good people of Ohio. We all suck at math. So I've accepted it. I'm sure they have as well, and we move forward. We find our strengths, but we know it's not math. So, it's got to be good for something. So anyway, we are getting into the second half of Chapter 5 of the Phantom Creeps, Thundering Rails, which I almost forgot the title.
A lot of rails.
We have seen no rails. Zero
They're
rails.
flying around in a plane.
They've been flying around in a plane.
This thing's almost over with this.
Yeah, we've literally got 7 minutes left because I started the break late, and we've seen no rails. So I don't know
how much of this series do you guys think is just going to be like filler of them chasing each other in circles trying to get this meteorite?
I hope that it's not all of it.
You know, when you listen to an album and like there are a lot of tracks that are skits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This episode feels like a skit.
Yeah, and that's what I think Evan makes a good point. I hope that a bunch of these episodes don't just continue to feel like skits because
it's all filler. The whole thing
it certainly seemed that's how like last episode started to seem like filler, and then this episode is kind of.
Look, they can't kill anybody off. There's 12 chapters of this. We don't have enough actors to actually kill anybody.
And I guess that's the thing, right? Is that there's not really stakes because whoever they are killing are people that were probably just introduced, so we don't know them. So it's just kind of like, all right, well, somebody I guess just got killed. I don't really know. And then with the characters that we are following, that we are invested in, they get shot 20 times and they keep running around.
Get back up.
So, yeah, like that guy got shot on the plane, and I guess he's fine now. Like, he was making a big deal about it. That assistant got shot a whole bunch of times. He was still running. This dude gets shot on the plane, and it was like, and the woman's like consoling him.
The assistant might be my favorite character.
The assistant is honestly good just because of how resilient he's been the whole time. He's been shot. I think Lugosi.
Really what you look for in an assistant.
Yeah, I mean, even when the boss turns on him, I'm pretty sure Lugosi already turned his back on him once.
What's a tourniquet? What's a tourniquet?
Oh my god. No.
Is that like a tournament?
I think it's French.
It's French for tournament. I see. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
I understand.
Tourniquet is French for
he put on a Call of Duty tournament.
Yeah. That was what Cylon was. It was all building up to. He was announcing here. He's got his.
Well, that's a different thing. That's not what you tourniquet. That's not what you put. You put tourniquet.
Sedative. Give him a sedative. Which that one goes out to Cylon there. He knows what I'm talking about. Young Frankenstein. There's a whole charade thing.
Crap, man.
Dude, 1v1 me in the gulag, dude. You wish, if we ever get in the same server on Warzone, I swear to God, dude, I'm gonna wipe you off the map in the first 5 seconds.
You heard it here first. Fresh Rogan v Cylon 69.
This is the biggest shade being thrown.
I would love to actually see that would be fun to watch them play each other and hear them throw shade. That would be a lot of fun to watch. I would enjoy that, I gotta say. Now, I don't like video games. I mean, no offense. Again, we're broadcasting on Twitch, so it's probably not the wisest thing for me to say that I'm not a video game guy, but I'm not. It's just straight up. Not throwing shade. It's just I'm not a video game guy. But
Wow.
every other person on this show loves video games, plays a lot of video games. So any video game references that that they make, they're for the gamers out there. I'm not gonna understand them.
This one's for all you gamers.
This
out
one's
there.
for all you gamers out there.
This one's for all you busters.
Playing Call of Duty. Yeah, I would actually love to see you guys in a match. So we're gonna have to set that up. We're gonna have to set up some kind of.
Have you guys played Stellaris?
Tourniquet and we'll
no. What is that, Fresh?
Stellaris?
Yeah.
It's some 4X like exploration game. I was just actually asking because I got it. I just haven't played it yet.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah,
these
this
guys
is a gaming stream now. I'm taking over.
Hey, this is the thing. This is the content potential to branch
I'm
out.
hijacking the airwaves. All right, this is gaming now. Gaming only.
We'll eventually have a gaming stream. We'll have a history. We'll do it all.
We'll play
cover
public
everything.
domain games.
Public domain games. I'm sure. Is there any such a thing?
No, they're too new.
All like even the old like
yeah, because they like started making them in like the 80s, so like none of them have fallen off yet, as far as I know.
Nothing that, but it's always within the writing of the law, right? Like that was the thing why so many movies have fallen through the copyright is because it's like, okay, well, there's this many years that your initial registration runs, and then you've got to re-register, and there was all this convoluted stuff that allowed things to fall through the cracks. And then around the 90s, they made it where everything, they did different things throughout the 70s, 80s, and 90s, where eventually it got to automatic registration and renewal, and things weren't going to fall through the cracks anymore. But even in the 70s, you still had things that fell through the cracks. So I guess 70s is still too early for any kind of game to,
Actually, there's there are some.
Yeah.
I know like people make open source games, but I don't know of any ones that have like been copyrighted and then fell off into the public domain. If that
I don't
makes
know.
sense.
There's a list on Wikipedia it has a table you can sort by public domain software.
Oh my God.
You can play some Ballerberg, some Colossal Cave Adventure.
I can't wait.
It sounds fun.
There's not
Net
very
hack?
many of them actually. That one's not. Unfortunately, it's not.
It's
fully
not?
domain. No.
It's included on like every like Linux distro. It's free, but I guess
Yeah,
it's
it is. It is. It's free, but not public domain. Unfortunately, yeah, not very many.
Yeah, they're too. It's like too new of a thing. Like they started picking up in like the 80s.
Some Hunt the Wumpus. That's public domain.
Hunt the Wumpus. Dude,
That sounds fun.
What's it for? PC, but it looks so old.
Yeah,
Hey.
this is a video game from 1930, and
Might as well be. To the young people these days, you tell them 1980, it might as well be 1930.
Oh, the Star Trek text game.
ooh,
What? I mean,
Text-based strategy video. That's like I love text-based adventure, but it's
so does
not,
Sylarn.
It's not good to watch though. Like if you stream it, it's so boring. But they're fine. Like Zork.
Sylarn, is that Great Gatsby game public domain? No, you're saying Great Gatsby is public domain, the book, and then there's a Great Gatsby game, but that the game is not.
Yeah, we can just pretend that we don't know. Be like, oh yeah,
right,
we thought, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. You just if you don't, you just pretend.
But the funny thing is, you can stream a game that's not public domain and they don't give a fuck. But if you
Yeah,
kill
that's
Musings,
true.
for some
There's a
reason they
whole
care.
industry of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what it's all about. The beauty of live streaming. All right. Well, we still have to get into the second
Anyway,
half.
we're a bit of a tangent there.
Yeah, so we are going to get into it if you boys have it queued up.
Yeah.
And the timestamp was 1:33:48. Good to go.
Ready?
All right. And here we go.
My statement was true. Did you get some of the element? Yes. All right. Now bring him too, like you did Jim Daly. I'll try.
Don't you call me fat, Cylard. I swear to God, I will come through that chat so fast and punch you in the face.
I'm gonna start dressing like these guys dress for work.
Yes. Yes.
Just go in with my fedora.
Yeah, I was
and,
gonna
like,
say,
three earphones.
Nice suit.
you have to have like at least 5 different fedoras. You gotta have one for every like weekday. I mean,
Right, well, it's gonna get sweaty because they didn't have air conditioning back then.
right.
My
And, you
Wednesday
know,
fedora.
and you got to take your hats to the hat cleaner pretty often, or
They have a laboratory.
get pretty
Do you know what it
stinky.
is? I only know it's out of town on the South Road. We will find it. How? If we get anywhere near the meteorite, my Nyamata will lead us to it.
His what?
Howard,
My
his
myometer?
diameter.
Is he just saying random words? Just
Pretty
making
much.
up words
It's
as it
just
goes?
yeah, it is all. Yeah.
Got a job to do. We'll be back. And don't you try to escape. The door's locked from the outside and there's an extra guard out there. Keep your eye on him now. Leave it to me, boss. And put that element in something so it can be
The guy
carried.
who literally got
And
knocked
feels
out
better.
by the meteor smoke, they're leaving him to guard the prisoner. That sounds real.
But there's an extra guard outside.
Oh, okay, we're good then. Yeah, surely he can't sneak out the back or anything.
Yeah, he can't fool 2 people.
Come here a minute, will you?
Oh, I don't know where this is going. What could he?
You
What?
please watch this so it won't boil over?
Sure. What'll I do if it does?
Just call me.
Maybe don't like stare down the barrel of this
I
flask if
mean-
you're watching it to boil over.
Right. Just got knocked out by fumes before.
He doesn't have
He's
good,
out. Out.
Lab etiquette.
Fucking idiot.
He's the guy that you tell him to smell what's in the beaker and he just sticks his nose in
Yep, immediately. Could you smell this chloroform? Oh yeah, sure.
it.
Hey, does this smell funny to you?
That's what it is. Does it smell like
He's about to make some
chloroform to you?
sick beats.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's about to lay it down, dude. Look at that watch, man. He's fresh. He's fresher than you are, fresh.
Nah, it's in my name. He can't be fresher than me.
You know where you are? No, but the mail plane just went right over. No, I was brought in blindfolded. But I know it's out in the
No?
country, and not more than 50 miles
Oh,
from town.
see?
Yes.
Tell him I'll fly the mail course on an Army ship as soon as it gets light. The anemometer will indicate when I'm over him, providing the element's still there.
Why are they making up a tool? The myometer?
I mean, a lot of this like Hollywood serial science fiction. It's just made that all this stuff is made up. It's all made up gadgets and doohickeys and pseudoscience and no, Cylarn, no. This is the same plane sound from the Universal logo at the beginning of the original Universal like plane going around the globe thing.
According to this neometer,
Acme.
we are close to my element.
Apparently,
Myometer
myometer is a real thing.
Is it really?
That's not what he's. I don't think he's saying that though. Is he really? Is that what
Maybe
they're
he's saying something else.
You can't tell what he's saying.
No, you really can't. Yeah,
I actually muted myself in the middle of saying
I
that,
was like, I was about to say, I was like, I think your audio thing is like on or something. You cut out. Robot spider. Oh, I love it.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Ah.
It looks like something you would buy in the gift shop of a Cracker Barrel.
We actually, I had a little robotic spider that looked like that I got from a book fair one year.
Nice.
And Gavin built it for me, and it was like, it moved like that. Like, it was great. I love that thing. Nice.
You got it. All right.
And I'm out.
Yeah, some people just have that tinkering brain and can just put shit together and build shit and follow directions. I'm not one of those people.
Circle, I'll bail out.
So why the fuck is this called Thundering Rails? Is it titled wrong or something? Like,
maybe.
I don't know.
No, because at the end of the last episode it said Thundering Rails would be next.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the cliffhanger. There's gonna be a train.
At the very end.
Maybe. That's a good point.
Whoever titled this is from Ohio.
The plane is gonna land on the train. Yeah. Let's play. It's all your fault, Ohio. Get out of here, Ohio. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it was easier than landing. Just drop me out. We're dropping in. It's Fortnite, boys.
It's like capture the flag.
Pretty much.
Going back and forth.
Wow, he's really doing it.
Do we know who these other people are, or are they just various?
Well, yeah, the government or the school of languages. I don't know. That dude is like a good scientist. I don't know. I think the parachuting guy is like the good guy that we've been following. I don't know.
Around here? I saw a car in a shed beside the building. Okay, let's go.
I believe
Roading, dude.
It's our hero and the good scientist.
Captain West in the car that we left at our hideout? Yeah, and he's coming from the direction of the hideout. Following. Maybe he's got Zarka's gadget.
So those guys are a criminal gang, I guess.
These cars are such pieces of shit.
I know.
Follow him. Wow. I want to give that amount of fucks about getting shot at too.
Right. Ah, here we go.
There it is.
There's the Thundering Rails.
Waiting all night for
Get
this.
the fuck out.
Look at this model.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh!
They really did that. That's crazy.
That was pretty good. Pretty good, solid cliffhanger, I gotta say.
We gotta watch the next one.
I don't know. I don't know if we should. I don't know. It may not be a good idea. No. Oh, we'll definitely watch the next one. I'm very excited because they had us going. They had us waiting. All right, when are these Thundering Rails coming in?
The robot's coming back.
Well, we hope so. I think they show the
I would
robot.
hope so. I mean, it is called the Iron Monster. It'll be there in the last like 10 seconds.
Oh, see, I didn't even see what the title was.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
The
It won't
episode
be.
is basically just the plot of the next episode because whatever it's named shows up at the very end.
The first 19 minutes and 30 seconds are just a bunch of people in fedoras running around, and then the last 30 seconds is the title of whatever the episode is. That's what you can be promised to get. So we'll get the robot at
Zorka's
least
got
for
the
30
box.
seconds next episode. Yeah, who's got the box? Well, I guess it's still at the hideout, or that other scientist took it. I don't know. I can't keep
I
track.
thought Zorka got it. I thought Zorka snuck in and got the box.
Oh, I missed it. You're right. He did. You're right. He turned himself invisible. He went in. He got the. So Zorka has the backs. He has the box.
The backs.
The backs. He has the box back now. That's what it was. Because I was saying box back, and before it came out of my mouth, in my head, it was the backs. Just combining words. I'm not speculating Fresh. I think it's or not. See, I get used to seeing Fresh in the chat and talking to Fresh in the chat, and then I look over and it's Sylarn in the chat.
Yeah, Fresh.
They're like, yeah,
He's not
yeah,
speculating.
Fresh. Yes, Sylarn. It's not speculating.
Objection.
Overruled.
Oh my god, I've been playing so much Ace Attorney, dude.
Oh my god, get out. No, I forgot about that.
Ace Attorney is made for like perverted little boys, I think. Like all the female characters are just like overly sexualized.
Was that like an old game?
Yeah, I think it was a DS
Yes.
game.
So
It's
like not
old,
that
but-
old. What? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Job,
I
or Silent, I don't think any of the other fuckers
among
besides,
you fuckers.
besides myself is going. I don't think
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
well, I know for a fact Fresh is not going. I don't know, Silent, maybe you can twist Evan's arm and make him go. I'm sure I'll be talking about it more on Friday as the existential dread is setting in. Like that we're even at our 10-year high school reunion. For those of our viewers who don't know, we're old as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. We're not that old. We're doing pretty good.
We're a few hale, hearty young men.
Right.
That's what I want to do. Go see all the people that I didn't want to see 10 years ago. Today.
That's how it felt 5 years ago when we did a 5-year reunion.
It's like oh, so I'm just gonna hang out with the people I already hang out with all the time. And avoid the people that I don't hang out with.
No, I actually did talk with people that I even normally wouldn't have talked with in high school at the 5 years. So I'd like to think, I don't know. I'd like to. I'm going in with a positive. I'm trying to go in with a positive mindset, positive attitude. It's just the idea.
Let's not throw too much shade. You don't know who's listening.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not throwing shade at all because, like, I'm going in with very positive. It's more just the idea that
I liked it.
It's been 10 years. It's crazy.
I had a few people I talked to that was cool.
I forgot you went. Yes, we had you and some other friends in the back of my dad's pickup, all already hammered when we got there. It was a lot of fun. It was a very good time.
I'm surprised you remember it.
Oh, I remember all of it. I remember, even when my head was down like this for 45 minutes, I remember all of that too. I did not black out that night.
Oh, I am sure. Yeah, I'm sure you remember.
No, I
that.
seriously do. You think I don't, and I literally remember sitting.
I would think that you don't.
No, I really like. Could I give you specifics of what was said to me? No, but I can tell you what was happening, and I'm not going to talk about it now, but suffice to say...
live on air.
Yeah, I don't need to go. Let's just say I had
We had the best roll-up. Really did.
We really did have a great roll-up in our 5-year. We just, back of my dad's pickup truck, everybody rolling out with a cooler, like, hey, it was great. A lot of fun.
5 years seemed premature, though. It's like
it was
everyone's
very
kind of...
Yeah. It was
just doing the same thing they were doing already.
Not a lot had changed. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did sit down and kind of take stock of like, okay, like what had I done 5 years ago? What have I done now? Like, you know what? I have done a shit ton, so I feel pretty good. Not, everybody's probably changed and done different things and branched out and evolved. You know, I know.
Yeah, I think the 10-year will be better as far as people.
I think it'll be
some kind of
fun,
growth.
and hey, it's at a brewery, so it can't be all bad. I know I'll still have a good time. I can tell you that. But no, yeah. So no, enough. Yes, Cylon. Yes, I know.
You ate a shit ton.
Yes,
Okay. All right.
Yes. Well, I think what he means is
Yeah, Cylon. Yeah, you're fat. Yeah, we got it.
yeah. Well, yeah, it's you, Cylon. You're fat.
You're fat. No, you.
No, you. That's literally what Cylon and I do all the time. So that was chapter 5, Thundering Rails, delivered on the title pretty good by the end, I thought. I am
At the end.
At the end, yeah, more apt to say at the end. So I'm very excited to see what happens next week. So join us on Wednesday at 9 p.m. for that. Join us this Friday at 9 p.m. for our regular show, the main Scream stream. We will be watching The Mad Monster, and Evan, as always, brings us a new drink every week. Evan, I don't have the slide queued up, but if you still want to, present.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do I have a fun one this week? So
you really do.
Like Garrett said, we're watching The Mad Monster, and we are going to be drinking the Monster Meister, which is and everybody go and get this because this Friday it's gonna be lit.
It's gonna get pretty lit, I would say.
Oh, Jaeger! I'm looking at it now.
It is a shot of Jägermeister, a shot of Malibu mango rum, and 2 shots of Monster Energy.
This is my kind of drink.
Oh,
dude. I used to drink Jaeger and Monster all the time.
No one is going to sleep on Friday.
I'm not an energy drink person. I never have been. I don't drink them at all. So I'm a little scared.
It mixes with Jaeger perfectly.
You might.
It's good.
I know. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be delicious. Last week's drink was very much like a one and done. It's like, okay, I can only have one.
Well, you only needed one. It was basically just a glass of
pretty
bourbon.
much. And so we'll see how this week's drink fares with me. I have a feeling I might need to cut myself off at one. I'm pretty scared, honestly. I mean, Jaeger.
It's gonna make nobody's sleeping through this movie.
No, I mean, hey,
whether they want to or not.
Honestly, no better time to have an energy drink cocktail than when we've got a Poverty Row movie. And not to say this, I haven't seen this one all the way through, so this may be one of the more exciting Poverty Row horror films. But so far, I feel like we always kind of hit the ones we've watched. We just hit some rough patches. Hey, and at least it's not a silent movie, right? I mean,
yeah, it can't be worse than the fucking German expressionist silent films.
I mean, they're good. I'm really happy that you guys who have sat through that because it's yeah.
That's time I'll never get back.
It's not, but I like to think that maybe 10, 20, 30, 40 years later down the road in your life, it will be useful information for you. Somehow you'll be at like a trivia night or something. You'll be doing something and
encounter a man made of clay, and he's got a little.
And I'll be like, I know exactly what to do.
I know how to handle this situation. I've had all my training from the Scream stream. I'm ready to go. If anything, that's what the show about. It's getting you prepared for all of the horrific encounters that you're inevitably going to have over your life, whether you're a young person or a approaching middle age or an older person. You know, you're always facing horrific situations. So if anything, we're preparing you for that by bringing public domain horror to you because it's free and we can because it's public domain. That's the beauty of it. And again, these movies might as well be a whole genre in and of themselves. So join us on Friday for the Mad Monster. You can catch all of our past episodes on our YouTube page, which you can find the link here on our Twitch channel. Check out our YouTube page. Check out our Instagram page where you can find the drinks that Evan is creating for us every week, or bringing to us, presenting to us for what were you drinking, and Twitter, where we've got, you know, musings, fun little clips from episodes, things like that. So follow us there. Join
You're
us
on Facebook. That's a shame because we don't use that one.
We unfortunately, literally, I got kicked off Facebook within a day because they said that I was infringing.
You were posting QAnon conspiracies on the fucking Scream Stream
You would
page.
think with the way they iced me out that I was doing something like that. I literally sent so many messages. All I did was use Nosferatu silhouette, literally what you see for the logo for our show on our pages. It's a public domain image, and for whatever reason, Facebook has decided that I have violated their terms of use by creating my own.
Hey, where'd you get this photo of Mark Zuckerberg?
I mean, pretty much, I guess. I think he got a little freaked out. I think he got a little scared, a little spooked that I had such a candid photo of him, and so
get this guy out of here.
They decided to bring the hammer down on us there. So I'm not going to bother with it. And even though if you've been paying close attention on our breaks, you'll see that when I have our show handles on the side, we still have one for Facebook, but you won't find anything on Facebook because
check us out on MySpace.
Yeah, so we pivoted and we're on MySpace now. So
yeah, we're on Gab now and Truth Social.
Right. Yeah, we're really trying to carve our spaces out on the niche social media platform. So if the chat gets a little scary over the next couple weeks, you know, we'll settle into it. We'll get them acclimated to life here on the Scream Stream. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Evan, Fresh, as usual, thank you guys so much for being here and enjoying this public domain material. Anything before we close out?
Check me out on Twitter, twitter.com/freshrogan. I got the best content in the world.
And all the hot takes your little brain could ever desire, or your big brain. Fresh has got some pretty sophisticated. No, it keeps me entertained, and you know, unfortunately, I always see it when I'm logged in on the Scream Stream page, and so I'm afraid to like his memes, which he does some pretty hilarious memes on Instagram. So check him out on Instagram as well. I don't know if that's also like /Fresh Rogan or something, but
yeah, I'm Fresh Rogan. No one else wanted the name, dude. It's all me. So.
Crazy. So you got it.
Fresh Rogan everywhere. Yeah.
Locking it down. Evan, anything before we sign off?
Just a quick PSA. Just watch out. Keep an eye on those windows. You never know when a bat is gonna fly into your house and steal your computer chair and your stream while you're out of the room.
And if it's Lugosi, please be nice. Please be, you know,
kind to the man.
Bring him food. I'm sure he's hungry. You know, the man just wants a little bit of appreciation. That's what we bring here on Wednesday nights.
He just wants a little bit of morphine.
Right. Just, and maybe if you've got it in the back of your medicine cabinet, just a little bit, I hope he's kicked the habit even in
I
that.
just imagine Bela Lugosi's just like the guy outside 7-Eleven who's like, come on, bro, can I have like $1, dude? Something, dude,
Oh,
something.
don't. You're going to make me all sad before I have to sign off. You got
No.
the image in my head. Now I'm sad.
no.
Oh. Well, before I cry, if nobody has anything else, then sweet screams, everybody.
Please.